Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Texans have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Titans going up against the Texans.
Larry, they broke ground on this place in the year 2000, opened it in August of 2002, and it's been the home of this franchise ever since. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And the play clock's running down. They run the counter now on first down. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Four yards remaining now on second down.
No. Check. Patriots. Hurry up. Here we go. Green 30. Here we go. 56. Green 30. 56. Green. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green 30. Back to Philly. Here we go.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run. On the give, this is their fullback. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, You've got to think to yourself, maybe I'll bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool the defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hamilton. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for fourth down. On now is the Titans punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. He's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Titan football. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Boom, like that, Philly. Here we go.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hamilton. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion.
Leopard! Gone! All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He's got the completion to Strong. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
They'll go with a keeper. And I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's third down. This time to the tailback. And he won't get to the marker as they're going to stop him for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Jukes by at the 20. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. 87 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
By the way, they're into the second quarter now out in Carson. The Chargers have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack. Although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you're facing intentional grounding call.
Trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A big 30-yard play on third.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard!
In motion is Strong. They go play action here on first down. Strong grabs it over the middle. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be third and forever. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. In motion comes the tight end left. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. A 2nd quarter score from Carson. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the tight end goes in motion left. Back to throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the 3rd quarter. I'm psyched. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Gets past one man. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. 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 Fresh set of downs here. Now back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here we go now.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Vasquez. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Let's go. 319. 319.
Now they try the right side here. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's 2nd and 7.
Here we go now. Leopard.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So just 1 yard to go here on third down.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. He needed a yard. That's what he got. And it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And the wideout in motion. On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Frank's kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger bigger plays downfield, I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
First down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by Meredith right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He sets to fire deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff here to his running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Titans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get it.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 30, 10, touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down because in college football, the clock stops with every first down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. And a victory there belonging to the Chargers. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Obviously a tough spot here. They need a lot of luck to win this game, but still a small chance.
They've got to make sure they get the ball to the sidelines, get out of bounds, preserve clock.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 12, and it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now they try the right side here. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.